Lionel Messi at Paris Saint-Germain. This is certainly one of the biggest tremors the football world has ever known. A fantasy for some, a nightmare for others. The seven-time Ballon d'Or winner is facing the most complete unknown for the first time in his career. A new country, new culture, new football. He has to satisfy the ambitions of a club that is only waiting for one thing, to dream bigger. Between hope and disappointment, is Messi's first season at PSG a failure? The 34-year-old Argentinian is facing one of the biggest challenges of his career. He has to answer a question that all football aficionados have asked themselves at least once. Can he succeed elsewhere than at Barca? 4 Champions League titles, 672 goals, 302 assists. In Catalonia, the Rosario native has been decisive 1,000 times. The king? That was him. So when he arrives alongside Gianluigi Donnarumma, Achraf Hakimi, and one of his best opponents, Sergio Ramos, the message Paris Saint-Germain are sending the rest of Europe is stronger than ever. Win the Champions League at all costs. A dream that has been slipping through the fingers of the Qataris for the past 10 years. And if the striker seemed to be the missing link in the Parisian squad, things will not turn out as expected. It is not like it's going to go unnoticed when Karim Benzema's immortal Real Madrid knocked him out of the last 16 of the Champions League. Reserved, shy, invisible, La Pulga will not manage to influence the destiny of his team. It was Kylian Mbappe at the height of his 23 years who guided the red and blue to the net in the first and second legs. However, Leo was expected to make his mark. After a first part of the season far from his usual standings, only 2 goals in League One. Between August 2021 and March 2022, the umpteenth European disappointment will mark a break between the Parisian fans and him. His brilliant performance against Manchester City in the group stage? Not good enough. When you take a step back and look carefully at his immense career as a whole, it's a fact. His performance is poor. In accounting terms, this is simply one of Lionel Messi's worst seasons. It's the first time La Pulga has had such a poor season since he started out as a professional. Now the big question is, why? Let's start by looking at the pitch. It's no secret that for more than 15 years the Argentine genius was at the center of the Blaugrana game. All the coaches who have been at Barca have accepted the short distances covered by La Pulga during a match. When you look at the evolution of Leo Messi's heat maps at Barcelona, his movements were mainly concentrated on the right wing or in the heart of the pitch. He rarely went beyond the halfway line to collect balls in transition. A game plan that allowed Messi to save his energy and dive in at the most opportune moment. According to Photovision, at PSG, the opposite is true. His movements are much more scattered. Sometimes on the left, sometimes on the right, in the middle, a little higher, a little lower. It's almost a mess. The irony in all this is that he doesn't run more for all that. In his first 22 League One games, the Argentine ran for an average of 6.5 kilometers. That's not much. But then, less effort for more lucidity in front of a goal? Not really. In the 2021-22 season, Lionel Messi hit the uprights 10 times in the Talent League. A small record for a lot of bad luck. If he had converted those chances, perhaps this video wouldn't have the merit to exist. The other reason for this complicated first season is potentially Kylian Mbappe. So, will you tell us what the connection is between the two? It's very simple. During Leo Messi's first year in Paris, the Frenchman became the club's strongest man. His individual statistics bear witness to this, a parameter that will inevitably influence the game of the Argentine aesthete. The prodigy of Bondi is set to play downfield. The former captain of the Blaugrana will considerably increase his number of passes to the front, again according to Photovision. Mbappe will even become one of Messi's preferred partners. In April 2022, the two men will exchange their 7th assist of the season. That is more than any other duo. In short, if Leo was the centerpiece of Barcelona's game, in Paris he does not play the leading role. He is at the service of another, like a handover, because at 34 years of age, everything is no longer the same. Less fast, less striking, less impressive. Lionel Messi reinvents himself, a feat for the man who did not like change. Obviously, we had to talk about it. Adaptation takes time. This is even more true in the case of Lionel Messi, a homebody used to stability and tranquility. Florent Torchut, author of the biography entitled King Leo, has identified some of the difficulties encountered by the Argentine upon his arrival at PSG. Far from being a fan of major upheavals, the 7-time Ballon d'Or winner arrived in Paris under complicated conditions. Welcomed like a god in the French capital, his arrival contrasts with the tears of his departure a few weeks earlier. A divorce that was reluctantly finalized. Following the unprecedented crisis caused by Bartomeu's chaotic time at the helm of Barca, the damage is done. Messi was forced to leave his cocoon. A cocoon in which he was trained, in which he grew up, and in which he won everything. So living in a hotel for almost 3 months, discovering the joy of Parisian traffic, with little or no reference points, it was perhaps too much. even for one of the greatest players of all time. But sometimes all it takes is one goal to change the course of a match. One goal can sweep away an entire stadium, and maybe even the course of history. What do you think of Lionel Messi's first season at Paris Saint-Germain? Tell us in the comments. Photovision deciphers the individual and collective performances of football teams with over 950 indicators based on a single match video. The solution does not require any additional tools such as GPS, trackers, or specific cameras to work. By combining tracking and event data collected, it addresses clubs, leagues, media, sports betting companies, and spectators by delivering a comprehensive analysis through a fully customizable dashboard. In addition to data analysis for world football players, Photovision now delivers a risk management and probability calculation solution to online betting establishments. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, don't hesitate to talk about our channel around you, to like, share, and subscribe.